Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US. We are having a gorgeous summer-like day this November, which is kind of crazy, but we're loving it. This is a board that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It's marked $15.99. I would have got this at 75% off. So that would be, what, $4? So the edges were painted a nice white, very well finished, I thought. So I taped that to hopefully keep that lovely white edge on this. It's a cute little painting, but I want to try something a little different. I'm going to do a swipe today. I don't even know which colors I'm going to use. I'm just going to kind of wing it as I go. This is an 11 by 14. The other nice thing is that it comes with a little sawtooth hanger, so I don't have to worry about that. So I didn't do any prep to this. I don't feel like it needs it. You could sand it if you were concerned about the paint adhering, but it's a pretty even surface. This one does have some little flaws down here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to try to use up some of my old paints, so I'm going to do something a little different because I wouldn't usually, I don't know. I'm changing my mind as I'm saying it, so bear with me as I make up my mind about what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do a Jelly Cube style swipe. So I was going to put this as my base coat, but I won't need to do that because I'll do my ribbons all over. So this is, I wrote down, metallic gray blue. I don't know, can you see that? I can never tell where I need to hold it for you guys to be able to see. So I'm just going to check the consistency. This paint has been sitting a long time. It does have silicone in it. And then I have a violet color. Ooh, the saran wrap really stuck on that one really well. This might just be regular violet, but with silicone. Ooh, that's gotten thick. So let me add, I just use Floetrol, guys. If you need to, you can always add water too, but this one definitely got thick. So I'm gonna throw some Floetrol in there. And then I'll see, maybe I can show you my consistency. And when I add Floetrol, sometimes it seems to lighten the color a little bit. Keep in mind when it dries, the Floetrol dries clear, so it will be the same deep color that you were expecting. Oh goodness. I really didn't want this much more of this color because I feel like I've already got more than I need. And then I've got this black and there's nothing written on the outside of the cup. So that'll be just a mystery. It might be metallic black or it might be black with silicone. I don't know. Okay, so this is how I test my consistency. And you guys, I don't know that you're gonna be able to see this. So I drizzle across the top and then I count until the drizzle disappears. In this case, the drizzle is not disappearing. So I am going to add some water just to make this, it won't mix up as much paint and it'll move this whole process along a little bit quicker. That's just regular water. You can use filtered or I don't worry too much. I use just our tap water, but I don't use it very often either, so. And it always takes longer to mix than you think it will, so keep that in mind. Mix it a little bit longer than you think you need to. 1, 2, 3, that's much better. Might still be, no, that's good. All right. Okay, let's open up this black and see what this is. So it's gonna be kind of dark, so I think we're gonna need to add some white and some lighter colors. I don't know what lighter colors I'm gonna go with, but we'll see. Ooh, this one's pretty thick too. Let me see if it has silicone. So one way to tell if your paint has silicone is to scrape it off on the edge of your cup and then look at the paint that's left. And if there's little pock marks, that's from the oil. There isn't in this, so I'm not sure what to think. I might add some silicone. I'm adding a little bit of water because this one's fairly thick too. And when you're doing a swipe, actually when you're doing any kind of fluid painting, you really want your consistency from one color to the next to be the same. You don't want to have one paint thicker and one paint thinner. It will impact how the paint shows up. Thicker paint tends to stay on the top. thinner paint will sink to the bottom. So you'll lose whatever colors are too thin. So, all right, let's get started. I think we're just gonna kind of go for it. I've still got more paint than I need, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to do multiple paintings with these colors just to get the color used up, but that's okay. Bye, Mr. Llama, or Miss, I don't know. Yeah, this is not using up very much of that paint, guys, but that's okay. All right, I don't know if I really want to use that color. Let's throw in some metallic. I always like metallic. So this is copper. Ooh, I just squirted it everywhere. All right. And these, when you use the bottles, you could also unscrew the cap if you're wanting some thicker lines, because with the bottles, you'll definitely get much thinner lines than you will pouring from a cup. Oh, why not? Let's throw in, I'm trying to look at what other colors we have. This is gonna be a wild pour, guys. I can't promise at all what it's gonna look like. More of an experiment. This is crimson orange, so it's an orange plus crimson, so it's kind of a cross between a red and an orange. I'm gonna swipe towards me. I'm trying to think this all through. All right, let's get some more silicone in there. This is the violet. I think this is just violet. I did not write on the cup, and it's been sitting for weeks and weeks and weeks. I can really see the silicone in this, so this could be interesting. Let's get that corner. All right, still lots of that left. Let me add, so the silicone that I use is just Cell Magic. It's from Hobby Lobby. I've heard all sorts of different silicones being used. So find one that works for you and don't be afraid to just stick with that. I put 2 drops in this little bit of black, which is probably overkill, but that's okay. We'll go with it. This is just an experiment anyways, and if it doesn't turn out, I spent $4 on the canvas and a little bit of money on the paint Floetrol, and I'm okay with it. I do like to mix it in really, really well. So I'm going to drizzle some white on there just to add some contrast and bright. I'm debating whether or not I put yellow in there, but I'm afraid if I put yellow in, I might get mud. Look how full my white cup is. I had, my white was already mixed up, but it was, the consistency was just not right. And so I dumped it all into a cup and then added some paint to it and added some Floetrol to get it to the right consistency. And now I have a over excessive amount. Maybe I'll toss some of my turquoise green in here. And then what other colors do we have? Then the black. And that's probably more than enough. Oh, this could just end up a real mess. I like this. This is kind of a nice bright color, so. Do I need another metallic? Oh, I've got some rose gold here. I'm gonna save that though. I love that rose gold and it's been hard to find lately. All right, guys. I think we're okay. I think I can add my black, but what am I gonna swipe with? Let's swipe with black. Oh my goodness, guys, it's been too long since I did a swipe. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe and healthy and avoiding illness. I know there's a lot going around. We're hitting that time of year where it's even worse. Plus we've got COVID on top of everything else. So I just hope you're all staying safe and healthy and enjoying some time creating, because I really do feel like that's an important part of staying healthy. Physically healthy is staying mentally healthy. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, creating is it's therapy, it's a release. So I think it really helps my health. I have to show you guys before I set this down. I'm gonna set it down kind of sideways. Oh, I left that lid there and it's covered in paint now. But look at this cup. I don't know if I can even get it up there and keep it in focus and keep it from dripping, but can you guys see that? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I don't want to lose it, but I don't know what I would do with it either, but it sure is pretty. Hopefully that means this painting will be pretty too. Okay, let me get a paper towel here. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Okay, so I'm gonna do black here, swipe towards me. Let me grab my swiper, my big one. It's clean. It's just been sitting here waiting to be used because it's been too cold up until recently. I think we've got to be in the 70s today. It's just beautiful out. All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna use up this black, I think. So it might be kind of a thick line, but whatever I don't use, I'm gonna pitch. So I might as well give it a good, nice, thick line. All right. Here goes nothing, and if it turns out like garbage, it's just paint, and I will scrape and start again. This is probably my favorite swiping tool. It is a laminating sheet sealed on itself. So once I get black paint across the top of it, just oh heavens to Betsy. That did not go the way I wanted it to. It's pretty. Colors are pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna set that off to the side. You gotta clean these off every time you swipe. But I'm going to use my my smaller pieces, if I can find them all. You guys, my room is not very organized right now. I didn't think it needed to be because I thought I was done working out here. This makes me so sad I didn't get all of that. Like, this part will be easy to correct and that part's easy to correct. Okay, one thing at a time, Joy. Oh goodness. Just trying to tell if there's a bend to this, that I have the bend in the way that will help me. Nice and slow and easy. I feel like I'm getting mud at the end there, but hopefully it will work out okay. I thought that I had one that's slightly bigger than what I'm using right now somewhere, and I just can't find it again. This is what I get for not organizing my room before I decide to paint. All right, I'm not gonna waste your time looking for supplies that I should have on hand. We'll just use this one. We're going to do like a double swipe. So we're gonna go here. And then clean it off, and I just wipe it off on paper towel. You can use puppy pee pads if you have that as your work surface. You can use whatever you need. I really don't want to lose this in here, but I'm afraid I'm going to. This went really muddy. It may have been just too much pressure, oops, on the paint, or on the, yeah. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. All right, let's see if we can fix this little edge here. I swiped the shortest distance I could swipe, and it still seems like it went muddy, which I don't usually see that when my paints are as thick as they are, although it could be because they're so old. They are definitely old paints. All right, guys, I am going to really wish this had turned out differently. Okay, let's hit it with some heat and see if that does anything for us. Since this is just an experiment, I really like this section right here. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't like this here. So I'm going to take my black with my silicone and I'm going to add another swipe line right there. Fairly heavy. And then we're just going to do a swipe. This one's not big enough. I need my bigger one. You know what? Let's just use our big, but we'll use just the edge of it. And of course, I just put that on the floor and didn't actually clean it. So give me a second to wipe the paint off and then we'll be good to go. All right. I have so much stuff on my table right now, guys. Oh my goodness, I should be embarrassed. I'm not, it's just the way I am. Okay, let's go with this end. Ooh, there's a little hair, little cat hair. I don't normally let the cats out here, but you know, their hair ends up everywhere, whether I want it there or not. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a minute before I decide if I'm gonna do any more swipes like that. So I think that's one of my favorite things about fluid art is if you don't like it, it's really easy to just keep working with it. You don't have to get it right the first time. You can keep trying. And if you end up not liking it at all, well then you just scrape it and start over, which I may do with this one because I feel like the colors are not working together the way I want them to. Specifically the green, I think needs to go. The turquoise green, which I've really loved lately, but it just isn't working right with these other colors, I don't think. Got some really interesting lacing over here. All right, guys. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'll do a quick close-up video and then I'm gonna scrape this and try again. I'm trying to think of what to do with my metallic blue. I might use that as a base coat. I don't know. Give me a minute. I will come back and we'll try again. All right, guys, be watching for my next video to see how I redid this canvas. I decided to break it up into 2 videos, otherwise you guys would be sitting here watching me paint for way too long. So I'll show you what I did on the next one. Thanks so much for joining me.